Our history is like
two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Let's proceed with what I feel is the most interesting part of the program.
All the interesting things going on in the news.
It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
There are some interesting details relating to all this. Now listen.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Let's see if they've got any interesting guests coming up.
I don't want to be rude here, but my stories are interesting.
What's up, everybody? It's the Loudmouth Zannie K, along with my brother, same mother, Omar, a.k.a. Big O Sco. Y'all know what this is, man. TIPI. The interesting part is we tell the most interesting stories about the most interesting people and the most interesting events. And goddamn it, Sco, this week has been very interesting.
It's been very interesting, dog.
Very interesting. Before we get started, man, I just want y'all to like and subscribe to the channel if you like the content we're bringing to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in and checking out the channel. So if you go check out the episode, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get them subs up, baby. Trying to get them subs up, baby. Y'all know what this is. Man, you can't turn on the TV, you can't turn on the internet without hearing about this mess with Diddy, man. What have you digested from this week about what's going on with this fool?
Hey, man, I would say if I was Diddy, you better go holler at Vladimir and get you a spot over there in Russia, bro, because the way it's looking, it ain't a good look, dog, at all.
Get you better holler at
the real, you get one of the big condos over there in Putin country, man.
In Moscow.
Man.
See how that go for you, player.
Exactly.
Has this guy gotten himself into like a whole mess of trouble, man? And you know, it's so funny because as you scour the internet, everybody's talking about it, and a lot of people like just predicted it. You feel me? They was like, look, it's coming for him. It's coming for him because he is just ridiculous. I mean, think of all the controversies that he's been tied to leading up to this point. All the people who ain't around no more. Black Rob.
Yes.
Kim Porter.
Yes.
Yes. Craig Mack. You know, look what happened to Shine.
Yes.
Look what happened to Christopher Williams.
Man.
I mean, this guy has been in the center of the storm of so many controversies. I guess it was just a matter of time. Jamie Foxx.
Man, Jamie, right.
And it seems like, and it's just me, and you tell me if you agree, it seemed like just when somebody was about to tell on him, was about to expose him, that's when something bad happened. Am I right or am I?
Every time, bro. Every time. But Diddy, I don't know. Like, Diddy needs to I mean, at this point, it's like, you know, what's her name? Jaguar Wright.
Yeah.
Has been talking about Diddy.
He's been saying it for years.
And it's like now it's starting to come to fruition. And you know, earlier today I was having a conversation about the situation. It's like he was good for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then he started going against the grain and fighting against his alcohol company and trying to sue up them folks. Yeah. And you know you can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in that position. So
you want to push back now, I get that.
Yeah, he fighting against a much bigger situation, man.
So right now, as we look at the situation, just to recap some of the stuff that's happened over the week, the Southern District of New York has been building a case against Diddy. Since these allegations, just so everybody know what's going on, since these allegations came out, they have been interviewing those people who've set those lawsuits up against him. And somewhere in those interviews, bro, they got some information that said to them and the judges in New York, hey, let's go search this guy's house.
Yeah.
I think it might be evidence thereof. Trafficking, probably weapons, and drugs. I think we might find something. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, what you think about how they went up in there? Because you can't miss it. You can't. Why they go up in his house like that, dog?
Hey, listen, allegedly, I'm gonna say it like this. Keefy D.
Keefy D.
Hey man.
Keefy D told.
Keefy D said, hey man, listen. Y'all want that business, y'all need to go hit that man's crib. Because I guarantee you're going to find something about Tupac's murder. That's allegedly. But, you know.
Y'all think I did it. He paid me $1 million to do it. Go see Puffy. That's what I'm saying. I got receipts. Like Nino Brown. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me. I mean, man, the feds raided. Now, what they did was New York hooked up with Homeland Security in LA and in Miami. Yes. And simultaneously, you know, what Future say? At the same time, went into his houses, armed to the teeth. I mean, they got military gear, SWAT tanks out here. I'm like, dude, who y'all think y'all going to get? Who y'all think y'all going to get? Hey, but I guess if they thought there was guns or whatever, there you go. That's all they need. That's it. And you know, he has painted a picture of himself over the years to authority or to anybody who's watching that he's prone to violence in any given situation. He attracts violent activity. Right. Looking at that club incident with Shine and J-Lo, you know, people around him tend to get shot and killed.
Exactly.
So I guess that's their rationale. But I guess for me, man, you ain't see them do that with Epstein, Weinstein.
No. And that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't like that.
He had to tip the scale. And he want to get somebody that got that power, because there's no way that they're coming at you in that form if there's not something that they have that they can actually go off of. Yeah. So they hit him in Miami, hit him in LA. Who knows what they did in New York? They ain't even talking about that.
Yeah,
so
they ain't talking about New York.
You know, Puff, what you do, though?
What you do? Or are we gonna see a repeat of what's always happened? Are the people around him gonna take the fall for whatever he's doing? People are man, there's so many allegations out here flying. Let's forget about the sexual stuff. They said that Puff was smuggling liquid cocaine to and from the country on his private jets. Right? See. One of his jets went to Antigua, where there's no extradition. So they really don't got that relationship with the U.S. where they can say, hey, man, give us that jet.
Exactly.
What's on that plane?
Right.
What's on that plane?
Right.
They ain't find. Did they find anything in the houses? He probably got everything out the house and put it on that plane, you know, and then went to his other plane. In Florida, it was like, hey, man, we ain't doing that. What's up? But
exactly.
It looks like what they did was they arrested his colleague, who is a pilot, kind of his go-to guy, and they're again, they trying to say they probably gonna pin it all on him, right? He's the guy doing the smuggling. He's the guy doing the trafficking, bringing them young girls over here. I ain't know what he was doing with my $50 million plane.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't nothing in my $100 million mansion in LA. Why y'all up in there?
Listen, man. You know, you gotta, when you say stuff like that, you gotta say no Diddy, bro.
No Diddy. That's right.
No Diddy, but hey, I ain't know nothing about that.
I think one of the more interesting things about all of this, as we look at all of the stuff that they're trying to stack against him, and who knows where this is going to go. Every day we get new information. What we know now is that he's cooperating. They do have his pilot or his guy in custody, who, I mean, you know, you figure he probably ain't never coming home no more.
No.
You know, they looking for something, and this is what I think about, and I keep saying Epstein because it comes down to this, man. Who got the tapes?
There you go.
Who got the tapes? Because if Diddy finds himself in even this much hot water, he gonna sing like a canary.
I'm telling you.
Let's go back to that Nino Brown. If I'm going down, there's a whole lot of people going with me.
Exactly.
I got a list.
Exactly.
So I think that, okay, Diddy probably like, hey man, I ain't committed no crimes. I ain't smuggling no liquid cocaine. What y'all talking about? I ain't smuggling no girls. I ain't do none of this stuff. But I do got them tapes.
Yeah.
And depending on who on them tapes, man, Cat Williams said, all them deviants gonna be exposed.
Listen,
in
man,
24.
It's going down, Jack. It's going down.
I mean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, I mean, what did his patent phrase? Take that. That's what's happening right now.
That's what's
about
happening
to
to him.
Yeah.
Lawsuit, sexual assault.
Exactly. Take that.
Take that.
And then everybody around him, everybody around him, bro, they about to catch that heat because he ain't going down for it.
Yeah.
He ain't going down. And like you said, if he's got enough to kind of draw himself away from that situation, he go do it.
Right. He gonna start calling in favors. He gonna be like, listen, hey,
Barack, let me holler at you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jay-Z, get your boy on the line for me, man. I need to holler at him. Take that.
But listen, we gotta keep our eyes on this story because it's going to develop in such a way that people are going to be glued to their TVs. And I hear people who didn't understand how rich he was.
Mm-hmm.
People don't, how rich. Listen, I got a confession to make. I'm just gonna confess to the world right now and just come clean and just, I've been playing the Love album on repeat.
I knew you was gonna say that.
In my car.
Hey, man.
For months and months. Since last summer. I've been playing the Love album on repeat. I was actually rooting for Diddy to get the Grammy for Best R&B Album. I was sitting in the barbershop and we said, this is the Grammy Best R&B Album of the Year. And sure enough, he was nominated. If you haven't spent any time with it, listen, I'm not trying to tell you to spend some time with the album.
Yeah.
What I am trying to tell you is everybody on it.
Yeah.
He got everybody from her to Justin Bieber to Usher.
Man.
To
what's the boy
Weekend.
name? Oh my God.
To French Montana.
Mary
Fabulous.
J. Yes.
Who else? Who you say?
Mary J.
Mary J is on it.
Dude.
It is a
it's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece of R&B music set for this world. And it was really about to bring him back into the eye of the public. But then Cassie said, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cassie said, nah, you ain't fit to celebrate, done. You know what you did. You know what you did to me and others.
Exactly.
So as these allegations fly around, I'm just gonna offer up just a little bit of advice, Sko, if I could, to my brothers out there. Brothers, I want y'all to look at the camera. And I just want to say something to you. These allegations out here is flying. And it's kind of scary, you feel me? It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking if any of y'all was out here before 1998, you need to call that bitch and apologize, man. You need to call all your old bitches and say you sorry. No, I'm serious. This ain't no joke about it. If you was even if you was even a little rough with your bitch,
man,
call up and send her some flowers or something, say you sorry because it's
it's getting rough. It's getting real, man. It's getting real.
If you was even a little bit too choky, too spanky, you know what I'm saying?
It's getting real. And Diddy is a prime example, along with a whole bunch of other cats. But Diddy is falling in line right
along with a bunch of other cats, man. And this, if you ask me if I'm happy, I mean, some people out there, he deserved that. He take that, like you said. But I hate to see legacies fall.
Yeah, man.
Especially of our black men, our black billionaires, Bill Cosby. I mean, we watching this over and over again. Diddy. Even if their demise is their own fault, I still don't like to see it.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see it. And you see how they treat us. They got the SWAT off this place. TIPI, thanks a lot for hanging, y'all. It's Zannie. It's Big O Sko. Listen, we're talking a little bit about this Beyonce album cover. So Skull, just what was your reaction the first time you seen it? And I know you just recently seen it. What the first time you seen this album cover? And take a look at it, y'all. The first time you seen it, what you think, bro?
I'm trying to find words, bro. Because
Okay.
that right there, I mean, ooh, like B. Like, so I'm wondering what the Beehive is thinking right now.
Right.
Right. In my mind, I'm like, as I'm looking at this album cover, I'm like, what are her fans really thinking right now?
Yeah.
Because that is just, it's a little, it's confusing, and then it's kind of cryptic, and then it's a little, I'm trying to find the right words,
Right.
because I don't want the Beehive on my head.
I don't want to.
So I'm like, I don't want none of that smoke. But I also understand, man, that album cover,
Woo!
got a lot to it.
Yeah,
that's what I'll say.
It's a lot going on, man. Yeah. The new album, which it drops in just a couple of days, I want to say March 29th, it's called Cowboy Carter. And I guess what Beyonce wants everybody to understand, this is not a country album, this is a Beyonce album, is what she put out in the statement. And I guess a lot of, it speaks to her culture, right? She grew up in Houston.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, that's a lot of cowboys down there.
Country shit. Yeah.
She and the other part of it is I said, why she ain't carrying this flag or that flag, or why she got all this red, white, and blue going on. Well, that's actually the Texas flag.
Yeah.
That's what that is. And so let's take that down a little bit. We always got to pull a black card. Let's take that down just a little bit. She ain't supposed to be up there with the red, black, and green. She got the Texas flag. And again, we talk, all of this speaks to her culture. Back in the day, 1 in 4 cowboys was black, right? And what people don't understand, and I'm gonna put you up on game real quick. The word cowboy was originated during slavery or during indentured servitude, right? So imagine the boss, the boss master saying, and these guys working on a farm, go give me that cow, boy.
Exactly.
Go give me that.
Exactly.
Hey, boy, go over there and get that cow. Go give me that cow, boy.
Yes.
And so now what happens is it evolves, right? And then you start seeing all these Westerns and John Wayne and all this kind of stuff. And now you got a whole different perspective of cowboys. So now it became cool for those people to use that word. And so now it was kind of taken away from us in a way. So it's just weird, and it's gonna go back and forth, and there's arguments on both sides. What I want to know, Sko, what happened to Sasha Fierce?
Well, that's the evolution.
Oh, that's what it is?
That's the evolution. So, I think that B is taking it back. She's taking it back to her roots.
Okay.
Right? Louisiana girl / Texas girl. She going back to her roots when it comes to, like you said, the cowboy perspective of it all. Like,
right.
Cowgirl, the whole nine. My biggest thing with that album cover, right? And I don't know what the album sounds like. I've heard a single. Her single's pretty dope. A lot of people don't like it.
Oh.
But I think it's actually pretty dope. Because what she's doing with that single is she's influencing more young sisters to fall into that space of country music, right?
Okay, all right.
So we talking about the originality of it all, right? We created all of that, right? So country music, bluegrass, blues, jazz, hip hop, all of that's us. And we're going back to the original form of it. So I appreciate the fact that she's taking that next step and evolving herself and going back to her roots.
Right.
It's just the cover itself is a lot.
It's a lot.
Right? It's a lot. Because like you just said, Sasha Fierce and B, but you know, the cover itself just kind of but again, if you're going in that space, you got to be in that space.
Yeah,
you know?
And I'm gonna say this, and I know that they're gonna come for me. I'm gonna say this: what I've heard so far of the album, and what I've seen of the imagery, seems like what somebody thinks that a country audience want to see. It's not. Okay. It don't feel like it's coming from
it's genuine.
Your heart.
Okay.
The song seems like, you know, it ain't that. It was made up. Woo! It ain't that. Right. Like what do we think that a hold down looks like or sounds like? Let's make that into a record.
Right.
And put it, you know, and the Beehive is gonna support no matter
everything.
What.
Yeah.
Beyonce could get an OnlyFans and they'd be like, why y'all trying to shame her? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all shaming her?
Exactly.
How about leave her alone? Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
I mean, I'm just that's just my opinion. Right. You know, y'all don't have to roll with that. But the album cover really struck me. I've heard 2 of the singles.
Okay.
Let's see what the rest of it turns out to be. Let's see how I go from here.
Yeah, because it might blow up. We never know.
The Beehive gonna see to that. They gonna make sure you know.
Without question.
Make sure you know what it is. TIPI. The interesting part is, thanks a lot for hanging out with Big Sco. Thanks a lot to all of y'all for kicking it with us.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Real quick, y'all know we got to show love to our Spizon Scissor Big Don's collection, baby. You already know.
Sir.
You got the original. You got the spicy for a kick. Last night, Sco, I had this with some chicken breast that I put on the grill, and I like to create my own crust.
Okay.
Crusted chicken breast, and I put a little, giving away my secrets, man. I crunch up some Pringles.
Oh, nice.
Put it with a little cream cheese. Put it on there. Grill it. Ooh.
Okay.
Put it on the griddle. Ooh, till it's getting nice and crusty, and then cook that. Whoa, put that smoke in there, baby. And then add a little bit of Big Don's. Big Don's. EST.2020. Big Don's collection. EST.2020 to order yours right now, man. Sco, little bro said he's sending us some gear.
Yes.
And some sauce.
Yes, sir.
And some seasonings, right? Because it's a whole collection,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Tell me a little
that
bit
is
about
love, baby.
Yeah. So the Big Don's collection, y'all know what that is. This I read, and this is kind of weird. Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
She is notorious. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kim Kardashian said that she wanted to have her 5th baby with Odell Beckham Jr. Sco, is she gonna get another one?
Hell to the no. Nah. I think Odell is a smart enough man to know when enough is enough. And he probably thinking like, man, listen, if I impregnate you, I'll fall in line with the rest of the suckers that the Kardashians
with the rest
have just run through and just annihilated and their popularity. And oh no, I'm not.
I mean, it's been a list.
It's a list.
It's been a list. For those people that don't know, Odell and Kim have been quietly dating for about 6 months. And a couple of reasons they wanted to keep it quiet. One was because he had just broke up with his baby mama, and she didn't want to appear like she was like a home wrecker. And too late. Newsflash, too late. The other reason is Kanye crazy. Y'all see what he did to Pete Davidson, made a song he was gonna come kill him.
Man.
So she didn't want to get into all of that with him. But she said that she wanted to do this with Odell because of his genes, because he has good genes, strong muscles and body tone and good looks. If we're going to have a... So what's she trying to say? Kanye kid's ugly? I don't know.
Man. Listen, man. Hey, she, between those two, Kanye and Kim, they made some adorable, beautiful.
I think
children.
so. I think so.
Talented children.
I think so.
I think Odell Beckham is a good-looking dude, and him having a child. I think anybody that has children, their children are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I think Odell's a smart enough dude to know.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, when she started talking about this, he cut it off. He's like, nah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I ain't trying to end up like them other ones.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, let's get into it. We got some time. Let's do it.
Man.
Top 5 and why. Top 5 men that the Kardashian women have just left in shambles. Come on, Sko. I know you got a list for me. Top 5 and why. Number 5.
Bruce Jenner.
Oh, let's address the elephant in the room.
I'm sorry, Caitlyn. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Caitlyn,
You know, it's a her. It's a her.
Yeah.
It's a different pronoun. It's a different pronoun.
You know, we know him as the Olympic dude, Bruce, but it's Caitlyn.
And the dude on the Wheaties box, but okay.
Exactly.
Top 5 and why. Top 5 men that these Kardashian women have just left in a shambles. Number 4.
Number 4, I'm gonna go with Tigger.
Tiger.
Tiger. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tiger.
I
said Tigger.
Tiger
that's
slid
what they
away
turned him
quietly.
into. They turned him into a Tigger. So now he went from a tiger to a Tigger.
He went from a tiger to a Tigger.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Who coming in at number 3?
Man, we gonna go with Lamar Odom. Because they did my man dirt. And Lamar ended up in a brothel, curled up in a fetal position. Like, yeah, you can't get it no worse as Lamar Odom, man.
Top 5 and why. Top 5 men that the Kardashian women have left in a shambles. Number 2.
I'm gonna go with Scott Disick.
Oh yeah,
Scott Disick.
We watched that boy pull his hair out season after season.
Man,
on Keeping Up.
He jumped into a bottle of Jack D. Trying to get away from that family, man. Like, yeah.
Shout out, Scott.
Yeah.
All right, top 5 men that the Kardashian women have left in ruins. Number 1.
The original Kanye. Not the clone Kanye. The original Kanye.
I want the old Kanye. The soul Kanye. I mean, the old Kanye.
They turned Kanye
I just love Kanye.
Listen, Kanye out there, him and his new wife, like she's Kim on steroids. They got Kanye out there dressing like he ready for 2039. I'm just,
like something out of Blade Runner.
Like on the real.
Oh, I love that. Top 5 and why. Big shout out, Kiss Allen Experience Vodka. Y'all gotta show some love to my other brother. His vodka is so smooth, it's so drinkable, and there's a beautiful story about how he got his name written by my mom on the back. You're gonna love the vodka, you're gonna love the packaging. It's that deal. OG Distilleries, at OG Distilleries on all social media. Check out my Hey man, thanks a lot for kicking it with me today, baby. Yes. Y'all know how we get down, man. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get them subscriptions up. I showed y'all some of the gear. I don't have it with me right now, but we're going to do a raffle with some people. So make sure you leave your Instagram handle in there. We'll DM some winners, send out some Kiss Allen Experience t-shirts and some other swag for y'all, man. So thank you so much. Listen, as always in parting, I remind you, fly low. I'm looking at the time, Sko. Avoid the radar. And no matter what happens when they come for the car, save the radio. TIPI. Yes.
Our history is like two iconic breaking ground, making history in separate ways.
Let's proceed with what I feel is the most interesting part of the program.
All the interesting things going on in the news.
It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
There are some interesting details relating to all this. Now listen.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Let's see if they've got any interesting guests coming up.
I don't want to be rude here, but my stories are interesting.